Hi, welcome back to episode 3 of my short series on the Hologram Electronics Chroma Console. In today's episode, I'm going to walk through column 3, which is the diffusion module, and talk about all of the time-based effects that sit within this. In previous videos, I've run through the character and movement modules, but today we're going to focus all on what these green goodies can give you. Let's dive straight in. We're going to go straight through to Cascade. Cascade is a bucket brigade delay, so you're going to get loads of lovely analog style sounds. Super. So time is the top knob and it sets the delay time. So let's go real short. Real short slap back, almost very similar to the doubler in the movement module. I'm going to max that out, see what the maximum time is. It'll be a 4-second delay. Okay, amount is the feedback, so we can go from really short let's not go all the way, we're 3/4. We don't go all the way, because if we do, so on and so forth. We've got all that good stuff in there. Let's go to secondary measures. Again, I've talked about these before, but if we click the first 2 buttons, we go into secondary, and secondary is the little lighter grey, non-bolded word that sits underneath whatever parameter you're looking at. So in this instance, under time, we have got drift, and drift does different things depending on the effect. In Cascade, this is going to change the intensity of the pitch modulation. So you're going to see, and it's very similar to a lot of these sounds, that when you turn that secondary function at the top knob all the way to the right, you get a lot more instability, which can be brilliant, but might also not be what you're after. So let's take our basic sound. We're currently on this. Let's turn the secondary measure all the way down. Halfway. Yeah, so you can hear that delayed sound starting to degrade and break up a little bit. Let's go all the way. Yeah, really nice. Just nice pitch modulation on there and a little bit more saturation. Real nice. That is Cascade. Let's go to the next setting, which is reels. So reels is named after a tape reel, so tape echo is what we're talking about now. Really nice. Time similar, delay time. Other end of the spectrum. So yeah, amount and time do pretty much the same thing on both Cascade and Reels. Similarly, if we go into secondary mode, same sort of thing. We're going to add degradation. So let's start at 50%. Let's ramp that. We're going to get a more unstable, degraded sound. Really, really nice. Okay, we're going to go to space. That's right, it's reverb. And I think they called it space in the microcosm from memory. So let's start at 12 o'clock. Let's increase the reverse time. Simple. Amount is going to impact the mix, right? So we're going to go full wet. A lot of wet signal coming through there. Let's ramp up the time. Okay, and then we're going to get a bit weirder still in the secondary mode. Again, left to right, it gets weirder as we go. We'll start at 12 o'clock. So that adds pitch modulation. It actually sounds like you've got a tremolo kicking into it, to my ears, but yeah, sounds really, really cool. Pretty versatile, but there is just that one reverb setting on here. We're going to go into Collage now, which is the blue setting. So we've gone from left to right character movement. We're now on to Collage and diffusion. From here on inwards, the sounds, both in diffusion and texture, start getting a lot more experimental, weird and wacky, which will be great news to a lot of your ears, because if you've caught up on the other two episodes and this one so far, everything else sounds pretty standard effects, and they are. This is where Hologram Electronics start introducing some of their bespoke effects, some of which are fairly similar to those found in the microcosm. If you're after more experimental, this is the part of the video and the next video when we get to texture that you're going to be really, really interested in. So Collage is a delay, but similar to some of the previous pedals from this company, it's taking bits of your clean signal, your dry signal, cutting it up and splicing it and half speeding it and all that sort of good stuff. And the time knob here is really critical because that impacts some of that randomness that you're going to get. So let's just start at 12 o'clock. Yeah, so from left to right, that is introducing longer delay subdivisions. So to the left, we get really high, sort of short subdivisions with what sounds like an increased pitched sound. As we go further to the right, longer subdivisions and a lower octave sort of sound as a result. Let's keep time in the middle and let's start experimenting with a mount. As we increase that to the right, it's increasing more repeats and feedback, which is really, really cool. The secondary feature on this is going to add even more craziness. It's going to add in a load of double stop loops into the mix. And again, the more you turn clockwise, the more wacky and experimental the sound is that you're going to get. So let's start with it at 50%, everything at 50%. Again, bear in mind I'm showing these effects in isolation. If you haven't figured out yet, you can turn multiple of these different modules on at the same time, or all four on at the same time. That is where the secret sauce is for this pedal. I'm coming to that in later episodes. So again, if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and you can catch all of that great stuff. We're in reverse now. Surprise, surprise, it is a reverse sound. Again, we can go one octave up, we can go one octave down, and time helps us with that. Impacts the wet dry, so let's go full wet. Secondary function on this, again, left to right, the more you turn clockwise, adds in pitch modulation, degradation. Let's just go full wet. diffusion module on the Chroma Console, some brilliant sounds, definitely getting more experimental the deeper we go into this pedal. If you want to see more on the Chroma Console, then hit this link here to go to my playlist. I've broken down the features of this pedal into bite-sized chunks, and I'd love for you to continue that journey with me and to really get to understand what a brilliant pedal this is and how you can use it. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's loads more videos like this. I post 2 new videos every single week on a Monday and a Wednesday here on YouTube. I'm also over on Instagram and I show loads of behind the scenes stuff there almost every day of every week of every month of the year. So if you haven't followed me there yet, it's Nick Rees YT for YouTube. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you on the next video.